broadcasting from studios unknown with hours and hours of prep time. It is Know Nothing, Steve Benz, Eric Black, both in the studio looking better than ever. Well, me, not so much you.
I'm looking better than before, but not necessarily ever.
You had a hat on last week.
I did.
This week, nothing. So I'm not sure which way you were going. I've got the hood up, all right? So I'm going straight.
Right, because you're gangster.
I am radio personality gangsta.
Right.
Now, we were questioned before we came on there because someone had asked both of us, how long do we prep?
Well, I'll tell you this.
Lay it on me, brother. Reverend Eric Black.
So when we decided to do this show, we were thinking it's going to take some time for us to come up with some topics because every radio show, you have to have a meeting and there has to be 30 freaking people there that are saying yes or no and that you can and cannot do this. So we said, okay, well, it's going to take us at least 3 or 4 hours, to get prepped for every show every week. So we like to boast that at least 5 minutes before we air, we like to prep.
That's what the station news before we come on is for.
Yeah.
So you can go, life sucks, I'm stuck in traffic, and then these two clowns come on.
I mean, most of the stations that we're on, we require that the news goes before us because we're listening so that we know what to talk about. Because otherwise, we don't know. We have no idea.
Absolutely, because I would like to be the traffic guy in downtown Kansas City.
KC.
I would like to say, it's 5 o'clock and the freeway's jammed.
Speaking of freeways being jammed, here's my theory on what should happen during this whole rush hour situation. Because Nashville is becoming a pain in the arse with traffic. When I moved here, whatever it was, 2010, something like that, 11, it wasn't horrible. But I moved to LA for a couple of years, and then I came back here to Nashville. Horrible. There are 700,000 more a-holes here than there were last time.
You have read the articles that most of Southern California has moved to Nashville, have you not?
That is true, and they're bringing their crappy driving skills with them. So that's awesome. And by crappy, I mean they don't drive. They just sit in traffic, so they have no idea how to drive. No idea. But here's my theory, though. Here's my theory. I think, or my idea. Let's do idea is better. So you know how they have food trucks and whatnot.
They're yummy. They're delicious.
You're sitting in a four-lane traffic situation, not going anywhere on any lane. However, to your right and all the way to your left, there are 2 empty lanes. They are called side lanes or non-usable lanes. They're just, if you have an accident or your car breaks down, your car sits there. Okay, cool. But why not throw in some food trucks in that situation? Have them roaring down the road there, playing their music, some ice cream music, or whatever you got. Doesn't really matter to me, but they're all fired up. They're ready to go. And then, you just put your hand out the window there and holler at them and say, I would like some of your tasty, delicious cuisine. And then they stop, you order it, you get it. Everybody's happy.
I'm sensing a know-nothing food truck.
We're going to have to make that happen.
Because right there, you're bringing up something very near and dear. Me, a longtime resident in Los Angeles.
LA, yeah.
I would stop at a local light and get my fresh fruit.
Absolutely. It's actually really easy.
There was always a guy right there. Jesus was my favorite guy.
And sometimes you don't even have to get out of the car.
I never got out of the car. Yeah. I was like, bro, give me some oranges.
That was so good. So good.
I could sit there and go, yo, I would like a mojito.
Yes.
And poof, Manuel would show up.
Done deal.
So I'm sensing your idea came from Los Angeles and transplanted itself in Nashville. A know-nothing truck. Now we're going to have to debate what. We're going to have a meeting what the cuisine is going to be. Know-nothing cuisine.
Well,
so I'm sensing a hashtag right there. Can you see me? Hashtag it.
Hashtag it.
Know Nothing Cuisine. We need some ideas for our food truck.
Absolutely. And we need to load this bad boy up. Because if we need to, we'll put on a trailer. We'll add a trailer to this thing. We won't staff that trailer, but we'll we'll put one on there. So you have to make your own stuff, but nonetheless, it'll be there and it'll be available to you. So
I have even more ideas. We've got the Know Nothing truck right now. We're talking about on the back. One, we could have seating. Okay? You could just park that bad boy.
I like it.
Just come out. You're not moving anyway.
Yep.
At least 45 minutes. You're right there in that space. Come on out.
Yep.
We got waiters and waitresses right there.
Waiting for you.
And on the other side, so that's one side of the road. On the other side is our other Know Nothing truck called Vittles.
Vittles with a V, as in
Vittles. So that means all you need, you could be there. You bring the meat. We're going to have a damn grill right there.
If I had a quarter for every time someone told me that.
So we'll bring, don't worry. Here's our tagline. We'll clean up. We'll clean up.
You just come over, you cook your food, you eat it, and you get the fuck out.
And don't mind anybody that's in the orange jumpsuit.
No, they are staff. They are staff. Essentially, yes, you do pay for them to be there, essentially, but don't mind them. That's a normal situation in the Know Nothing food truck. It's all good. See, we don't even need prep. From now on, we're not doing prep anymore. We're not even going to do prep anymore.
We are just turning on the damn mic and just going by the seat of our pants.
Yeah. We're not going to do prep anymore.
There's no need for this pen.
I don't have 5 minutes. I don't even have time for that anymore. So we're not even going to do that.
I like it.
That's good. Why don't we just use these as our meetings?
You know, if you actually listen to the show, you'd think it was our meeting.
You would, actually.
Because the ideas that we come up with, I hope someone's listening. Because clearly we're not.
No, we're definitely not listening.
Someone had told me some time ago, while intoxicated, that we must be related.
Sure.
The bickering that goes on between us. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say so much bickering.
General awesomeness, maybe?
Yeah.
Superstardom?
Could be.
Rock stardom?
Could be. We could be on Star Search. We need Ed McMahon.
Badassery?
I like badassery.
I can go all day.
I do like that one. And I wish more people would buy some mugs.
Yeah, because we need to do like a cheers thing on air and no one...
Yeah.
I don't want to do it alone.
Yeah, because it's not good to drink alone.
No.
At least take a picture of us and put it next to
you. That's why that's
right. That's why you and your beverages and me and mine. I mean, cheers to you. Cheers to you, mate.
You too, buddy. You too.
You know, I don't know how many shows in we are. Someone asked me today.
56, I think.
Yeah, they asked how many shows, and I said I had no effing clue.
Because we don't care. It's an intern thing. That's a producer thing. That's not talent. That's not our position. That's not what we need to be. We need to think about prep.
Because we're prepping right now.
This is our prep. Our show is our prep.
Know Nothing cuisine. I like that. Can see.
What if we just served like MRIs?
People would then ask, what are MRIs?
And we would have to kick them in the face.
And then you would need a can opener. How did they do that in World War II?
They shot it.
So right there, so that would tell you where your post was.
Yeah.
So I'm going to shoot my can of Vittles. With a picture of Steve and Eric on the can.
On the can, yeah. And when you open it, it has a little picture of us on top, too. It's edible, but it has a little picture of us on top. It's very cute. I like it a lot.
And on the inside, here's another idea. It has a detachable spoon.
Detachable spoon on the inside?
Yeah.
So it's already got food on it.
Right. So it's right there.
It's already ready to go.
And it comes in our new Know Nothing bib.
And on the bottom, there's a little can of sterno. It's already hooked up to the can. All you got to do is just light it on fire and cook your meal.
And use our Know Nothing matches.
Come on, baby. Light our fire.
Right.
That's going to be it. That's it.
That's a good song. That could be a lyric right there. Come on, baby.
Just sign the checks.
Wow. I think if we were in Afghanistan, the war would be over.
All of them. Well, you know what? Maybe we should look into some property down there. Maybe a radio station of sorts.
I think we're already huge in Ecuador. I think that could happen.
And why wouldn't we be? I mean, really.
So didn't they do, what was it World War II, Korea, which was Tokyo Rose? I don't remember which one. In one of those, they were blasting out someone to all the GIs.
Right. I think that was...
So, and if you remember Apocalypse Now,
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of stumbled over that word.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay, because of my beverage.
Because of the lack of prep.
So they were like cranking rock and roll as they were blowing up stuff.
Right. I mean, why would you not do that if you're blowing stuff up? You're not going to play country music. That doesn't make any sense.
A little Taylor Swift. I would kill myself.
You would unload all of her albums over there, yes.
Woo! Just think. You could just smother all of a small country.
Yeah. No, you really could. You really could. And that's fine. You can do that.
Because you can't melt her either. You could hit her with some fire. It's not going to happen.
No.
But you could fly down low. You'll come down. We could be pilots.
Under the radar, if you will.
And just crank some know-nothing.
Yeah. I think that would be suitable.
I think people would go berserko. They would surrender.
Yeah. They would have to. Because otherwise we're just going to keep playing it until they do. And no one wants that.
I know what would happen is they would throw up their arms and saying, they have so many great ideas, we want to be involved in the show.
Yes. Well, that's fair.
Take me prisoner. I want a part of the Know Nothing truck. I want to order Know Nothing Mugu Gaipan.
Yeah. Yeah. Cream up sung young fu.
We every day could be different. It's
2 dishes already.
special.
2 dishes already. We're already halfway into it. I think this is a reality now. I don't think it's a thought process anymore. I think this is happening.
We need a sponsor for that, though.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Like Afghanistan, for example.
Weber Grill. We could use them. I know somebody at Weber Grill.
Really?
Yeah, for our vittles, our grill side. Remember that McDonald's, was it McDLT?
McDLT? That sounds a little dirty. Is that
right.
really what it's called?
If my memory serves me correctly, and some of you the older I am will probably remember this one better than I do, but it was a cool side cool, hot side hot. So you would get it, so it came in a styrofoam, and the burger was separated. And then your job was to put it together. I think that works for Know Nothing right there. Because you could get food on one side of the freeway and then walk across to get the other.
And it'd be one of the very, very few times that you can actually walk across the interstate and not get killed.
Yeah.
Not become a hood ornament.
We could make a bridge over it, like a rainbow bridge.
It'd be like bridge over troubled water, except it would be cars.
I like it.
Mind blown. Boom. This is platinum stuff. We're just digging out
Can
gold.
we just drop our microphone somewhere?
Digging out. This is the shortest show we've ever done and probably the most successful already.
I mean, I used that with a open can of Diet Coke in the middle of a room. I dropped it like a microphone.
Right.
It didn't do what I thought it would.
No, probably not so
Hold
much.
over, people. Sorry.
I'm sure they liked it, though.
It was a good idea when I thought of it.
Well, I mean, I would assume so, that once you think about something long enough, you're like, no, this is a great idea.
That's the way it should be, like this show. We just go, let's go with it.
I think that's how this show was actually conceived. Hey, you want to do a show? Yeah. Okay, cool.
We start in about 3 minutes after the break.
We should probably figure out something to do. Nah, we're good. Just talk.
Let's just come up with a name. That took us 3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah, at least.
I don't even know. Did we have other names? Did we even think of other names for the show?
I think so.
I think it was pretty much like, I don't know.
I have no idea. I thought people did this for us. I didn't know that we had to do this. I didn't know that we, the talent, had to think of all this stuff.
No. Talent does nothing. Like the interns.
Apparently, we're going to have another meeting then, because I've had to do some thinking this week, and I am not okay with that.
It's not good. It is not good for either one of us to think ever.
No.
We get in trouble.
Very much so. Very much so. But,
It's ugly. It gets ugly when in our meetings or staff meetings. Sometimes I'm in staff meetings that I don't think I belong in the staff meeting.
Yeah, if you're questioning why am I here,
Yeah.
you really probably don't need to be there.
Like they brought me in on a financial meeting.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? The only question I had, I rose my hand. I said, "Do we have checks?" They said yes. I said, "That's all I need to know. Write one."
Can I have one?
Just one.
I've been here 6 years, and I have yet to see a check.
And don't tell me about that direct deposit crap.
Yeah, because that's not working. I don't know who you're direct depositing, but it's for sure not me.
I need to touch. I need to smell. I need to roll around in that check.
That was singular.
Just a big check.
Oh, the big ones. Right. Yeah. No, yeah. The big cardboard cutout checks.
A lottery check.
I kind of want to pay people with those. You know, those cost like $200 to make.
Come on.
It's craziness. Big old bag of it.
Just get some construction paper, when we were kids. Just make one of those.
And have your kid do it.
Right.
I could have my cat do it, for crying out loud. Have you ever heard the phrase "for crying in the night"?
For crying out loud, but not crying in the night.
That one. I've heard that one, but I heard the phrase. Now, this is when I was younger. I was my babysitter at the time. I was fully expecting, like, she was mad at somebody. Something happened, and I was fully expecting her to say "for crying out loud," but she didn't. She threw me off, and she said, "For crying in the night." And I said, "What the are you talking about, woman?" She didn't know. She had no idea.
We're going to have to Wikipedia that.
I guess. I don't even know how to respond to that, but that's what happened.
So this was your babysitter?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When I was, I guess I was
19?
A couple weeks ago.
All right.
Yeah.
It has been suggested that we need a babysitter before the show.
That's probably fair. I'm okay with that.
I would have no problem with it. We're like Regis and whomever he was with.
Yeah.
Kathy Lee. We don't talk before we sit down. When we just say we're rolling.
It's better. It's better. It's like it's better if we don't ever hang out or talk like BFFs.
No, because frankly, we don't like each other.
I don't know who Frank is, but we're not going to add him into any of this crap.
No.
So
and right now, I hate you enough that I need some more beverages right now.
It's not a bad idea.
We got messages from around the world that need to be said. It is the Know Nothing Show. Steve Benz, Eric Black. Stay tuned. Do not go anywhere. We will be right back.
It is the Know Nothing Show. Welcome back. That is Steve over yonder there. I am Eric Black. We're just jamming.
That's a good song. That is a damn good song.
Real nice.
Good vocals too.
Just listen a second. Just listen to this song for a second. As I talk over it, as every DJ I've ever heard of, they're like, "Oh, the guy's talking and singing right now. I should probably talk over this song."
Especially a good song.
Yeah. And then you get those, at least when I was working as a DJ, if I just talked over even just a second of whoever it was starting to sing, they would call in and be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like,
"What the hell, man? What the hell?" But now, as we know with corporate radio stations, which are everywhere, you can bitch all you want. None of it's live. So they just take images, they call it imaging and stuff, and they just kind of match it together, and you just don't know when it's going to start or stop, or when your voice is going to be laid over it. So.
Yeah, exactly. And most people don't even realize that Sirius Radio, Sirius XM, I don't know if I can say that, but I'm going to say it because I'm rebellious.
Beep! Beep!
Oh, great, now we got to pay an intern for that. But they are very rarely live. No. And if you're listening, let's say there's a Sirius show based out of LA. That person, the DJ, could maybe be in Georgia doing it from their home in their boxers, which is generally how this show happens.
Yeah. You don't need to see below.
Yeah.
No need.
That's a whole different paid service.
That's why I have large monitors in front of me, ladies. Just saying.
Large monitors.
Large monitors, large man. Look at the hands, large.
Look at them. You know what they say about a man with big hands?
They eat more. They need big spoons.
He gets acquitted.
Ouch! I like that. Did you see all the reports after all this, OJ? First of all, I'd like to say, if you watch the CBS News from 1994, the helicopters fly over my freaking house when OJ was driving down the 405. I'm just saying. You can see and you can hear all the crowds going, "Go, Jay! Go, Jay!" And as they came, I'm telling you, there was like 10 helicopters that came up and over the ridge, and I thought it was done. We were done.
Well, and that's the thing, though. Like, when I was living in LA, like, I did a whole bunch of events. Somebody found out that I had a camera and that I had a radio, and then I did everything. But every time I went to LA or anywhere around the metro area, pretty much any time of day, you could look up and you could see at least on a very, 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 very minimum, one helicopter doing something weird, searching for somebody, trying to pick somebody off with a sniper rifle, whatever it was. They were looking. What's his name? Dorner was the big one when I was there. I think it was Charles Dorner or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah,
sounds right.
That was a weird situation that I was following, and I was like, this is literally like out of the movies, a script written on live TV from the movies. It was crazy. If you don't know what Dorner, who he was, just Google his name and Dorner.
If you
LA.
think that was the originator of like reality television, so you'd have for hours people would follow people trying to get away on the freeway. And the only way you can follow them was with a helicopter. So if you're not familiar with Los Angeles, you can get nowhere within a 100-mile radius. You can't. You're stuck. You might as well go, I'm going to go to Hollywood. I lived on the beach. I was looking at 2 hours, but I knew back roads. But if you get on the freeway, you're stuck. You're going freaking nowhere. And then you'd see the helicopters come over with shining the lights. And you're like going, great, I'm on the Harbor Freeway, and I know people are shooting each other today on the 110. And I'm not going anywhere. If only there was a know-nothing truck going by.
Though. Seriously, what is wrong with people? We have to have this happen. It just seems right. It just seems like it's something that is needed in this current state of the economy and the world, and just because I want to.
That's deep. Now, if we kind of switch it, and now there's helicopters flying in, say, Nashville. So instead of all of that going on, the hootenanny, they would drop a banjo player.
True, they would. They've done that, actually. They've done that a couple times. There was one that fell off a stage, and they said, no worries, we've got one in the air. We'll just drop him down and insert him into the mix, and it's good to go.
Just parachute his ass in.
Parachute him in, and they did. It was tandem, but they did. They did it. They dropped him off, unbuckled him, and he just went on playing. It was fantastic. It was great. It was very efficient.
Banjo player just in wait, just right there.
Yeah. He's just hovering. Not backstage. No. That'd be stupid. Let's hover him up there and make it happen. Came down with American flag and all that stuff. It was great.
Oh my! That would be pretty funny. Just freaking out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was great. It wasn't even a banjo needed in that band. It was like a metal band, but
metal banjo. How about that? That's not a bad idea right there.
Twang is what I call that.
I like that. You could be in that. Would you wear the cowboy hat? Could you wear a cowboy hat? Nope. I cannot.
Nope.
My head is too big.
I don't generally wear hats. I do every now and again, but I don't generally wear hats.
Yeah, neither do I. My father has a large head, and as a kid, he was a country boy. He was a farmer, so he grew up in the farms of Wisconsin and stuff. He would wear a cowboy hat all the time, and I'd be like, Dad, that thing is freaking huge. What are you doing? You're like shading the entire block. Your head is so huge.
But seriously,
and then he was like, son, look in the damn mirror. Like, okay, you got me there, Dad.
Yeah.
You got me there, Frank.
It's called the parent burn. That's what that's called.
Frank, this month, Father's Day on top of that.
Father's Day.
The one day of the year that no one pays attention to.
At all.
It's like just disregarded.
I think like a bunch of women got together and they're like, I guess I feel kind of bad about this. They're all drinking wine and having a book club. And like, I kind of feel bad about this. Maybe we should give them just, one of their days.
We're not giving them any sex. So instead, we'll give them a day where maybe we'll buy them a present.
Hey, nothing's going to happen, but we'll just call it Father's Day.
That's right. Here's your special day. Here's the card.
Yeah. Here's a $10 card. Oh, good. You bought a $10 card with what I just made last week. Thank you for that.
Just sharing your ass around because you ain't getting none of this. Okay? None of it.
And people wonder why the divorce rate is at 50%.
See? People are just not committed. Well, maybe they need to be committed. But it's not like dating. Okay? Marriage is not like dating, okay, where you could just like, well, we'll go out a couple of times. We'll go see a couple of bad movies. You know, we'll go to Applebee's. Make sure that she buys one from the 2 for $20 menu.
You have to. Yep. She doesn't have a choice.
That's need be. And I will pre-order before we go out. I think that's fair enough now on an app.
You just pull up to the to-go little section right there of the restaurant. They bring it out to you. You go back home, and everything is fine.
Because she may just need to go.
You know what? You may even just leave her there at the restaurant, pick up the food, and say, "Look, can you go in real quick and tell them that I forgot something?" Right. She goes in there, and you just leave. You just leave her there. Look, this wasn't working out. I'm sorry.
Hey, I left a tip on the app, so shut up.
Applebee's is hiring, I guess, so you can go ahead and
2 for $20. Right there. There's another nothing idea.
Yeah.
Because that's all we had. We only had $20.
We're giving away gold here on this show today. So
as always.
Yeah.
As always. So we're talking about shootings in Los Angeles, flying in or parachuting in banjo players on standby.
Yep.
Maybe a standby harp player.
Oh, you have to. It's a necessity. Absolutely.
That's very archangel type, which we are.
Absolutely.
We're very angelic in our own kind of way.
Sure. Absolutely.
I think so.
I agree.
Now, since we were talking about Los Angeles, there was a big thing, a big article, a big uproar, as they say.
To do.
And I realize segment 2 is about you to start us off. But I'm going to throw out the subject because I think it's important. You being we're more radio personalities than we are a DJ. Yeah. That's very different.
I like that you said that it's about me because since day one, it's never been about me. Never been. But I appreciate that. I appreciate
the thought.
You saying that, yeah. The thought that counts.
I mean, I know it's your birthday right around now, right?
Ish.
Did it just happen somewhere around now? And I'm giving you that love right there, my friend.
Yep. Yeah, I can see that.
Because we've been friends for a while, so right there's some deuces right there, man.
Yeah. We do not like each other.
The deuces is you owe me $2, you cheap mother.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. Birthday just happened, so you can suck it.
All right, and I did send you a gift, I promise.
Uh-huh.
Look into my eyes. It's sincerity.
Right. That is constipation. I think that's really not... Okay. All right. Okay.
It works.
It's fine.
All right, so there was this big thing that in nightclubs in L.A. So the big thing, remember Milli Vanilli?
I do. We hung out in high school. Yeah.
Girl, you know it's true. And they took away their Grammys, which was stupid. Okay?
You can't take away anybody's Grammys.
Because the Grammy you went for this song, you didn't win it for the video.
Right.
Okay? So they're like, oh my God, fake singers. Fake. Like all videos are anyway.
Yeah.
So now in Los Angeles, a nightclub owner, you know that means it's a dive.
It opens at 7 p.m.
So it's a place in Glendale. Right there, that is not Los Angeles.
I lived in Glendale.
Right there, trolling. That's where you lived, trollers.
Yep, lots of them.
So now they have come out and they said no more laptops in the DJ booth. Now that coincides with no sex in the champagne room.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
Chris Rock. Okay. So what they're saying is DJs, much like yourself and all the fake DJs, the wedding DJs, and all these other guys that think they're DJs, and I prove with some remixes that any moron can do a remix.
True.
If you know how to use the software.
True.
I'm going to have to play that. I remixed a Captain and Tennille song to prove my point.
Whoa.
I did it less than 5 minutes.
Whoa.
I picked the beat, I dropped it, I'm like going, there you go, there's a remix.
Whoa.
So apparently in LA, these DJs are mixing, they're pre-mixing their shows.
Well, okay, all right.
And they're posting it up on YouTube, and they're playing their YouTube streams. So they're sitting there behind a booth playing their already made remixes and YouTube remixes in Glendale. So now there's a big sign, no more laptops in the DJ booth.
Wow.
So guys like you, you're unemployed now.
I've been unemployed. I work for nothing.
Now,
being real.
Those DJs out there, do you have thoughts of these? You know DJs. I know DJs. Very different than personalities. Because us, we prep for minutes.
Maybe. Maybe. Yeah.
And these DJs that think that they're DJs. Now, the only question I have for all of this is, so now they're suggesting that these guys should come in with vinyl or the CDs so you can scratch a CD. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But essentially what they're asking them not to do is to use a computer of some sort or some type of electronic. Isn't that like Kettle Black?
What's a turntable then?
Oh, man, it's coming back. You brought it up how many weeks ago that they were bringing back vinyl? You don't even remember the conversations.
I don't remember anything that happens on this show, ever, for any reason.
So if vinyls are coming back, right? You and your Jack.
He's good to me.
So you're in the studio a lot, making music. Could you even do any of that without a laptop?
Yeah, I actually know several DJs that.
Now, can we say what station you were at? I don't want. I'm going to make up a fake name, The Buzz.
Yeah, that's fake. Yeah, that'll work.
So,
not at all accurate in any sort of way. Could I now wait, what's the question again? Could you
go into a studio, any studio, and do anything without a laptop or a computer? Okay, we shouldn't just say it's a laptop, but a computer. In this new digital era.
Yeah, as far as being on air, as far as being a personality DJ, I don't think so. I don't think I can go to any station unless it's like some really, really podunk station that still uses 8 tracks for some reason. I don't think that I can go into any studio right now and use everything's moved. Everything's like 10 years ago. Yeah, maybe.
Right. So you can't use any of these effects like this.
No, I can, but I would have to be in some sort of
awkward
hallway situation. Right. Hopefully with no one else
awkward
around.
Hallway, which is pretty much how it works in a lot of those stations. Okay.
Which is pretty much what we're in right now.
They're small. You have to imagine, stations are not that big. You see one of the big stations here in Chicago, New York, LA, those are monster palaces.
Yeah.
But most stations are kind of like being in your shower or your biggest bathroom in your house. They're small.
Very small, like a small closet, actually.
Yeah, that's it. And that's where all the servers are.
Yeah.
Of the 13,000 radio stations, 12,000 of them are in someone's closet. And the server's just running.
Yep. And most stations have room for 3 or 4 DJs, or 3 or 4, maybe 3 or 4 stations at the same time. Yeah. So, for example, they might have a country station, a rock station, and a sports station. But they only have room for one of those. Right. But they think that it's cool to go ahead and do all 3 of those, even though it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so that's where Country Eric Black shows up, and he's Country Eric Brandon.
Yeah. We'll call it Eric Johnson. I used to do other things under that name.
Yeah, Big EJ.
Big EJ.
Yeah, that's when those were during my days when I was Johnny, no name.
They call me Edge.
Yeah, that's one of the stations I worked for. That's a fake name, Edge, the Edge.
The Edge.
Every market had a station that was the Edge.
Yep. No,
I worked on one.
It really wasn't. I'm assuming, and in my experience, never that edgy.
No, it wasn't.
Never. It's like Michael Bolton. You're like, what?
That's edgy. He cut his hair.
Yeah, he did. He did cut his hair, which I disrespect.
So we both agree that the nightclub without the laptop is a good idea or a bad one. We're talking about Los Angeles, though.
I don't think it's going to happen in Los Angeles. I don't think that's I mean, it'd be cool. I'm going to say this. It would be cool if they could get back to, really actually being a DJ instead of somebody that's taking samples of everything else and putting it into something. Make your own stuff. And I think that's a lot of DJs out there aren't actually DJs. They're just remixers.
Yeah.
But I know several DJs, 4 or 5 DJs right now that are legit DJs that will go into a club and they'll spin their own stuff. They may have some samples as well, but on the go, on the fly, they have 2 turntables that they have set up ready to roll and they use the crap out of them.
Yeah.
That is a DJ. In that sense, it's an entertainment DJ. If you're talking about us, and we're DJ personalities. But yes and no. I don't know. I'd like to see how this pans out. I'd like to see if this is going to be a lasting thing, or if no one's ever going to go back to that club again.
It sounds very gimmicky to me.
It does, which is cool, which is nice for them if they can pull it off. I just don't think in this day and age, I don't think that's going to be possible.
I don't think a 25-year-old is going to come in then.
I don't think so.
Some hot blonde 25 or red hair or whatever is going to be like, this is great vinyl. No, I'm leaving.
Yeah, I'm out. Because you can't, generally, you would have to make your own vinyls for that situation. Yeah. You can't actually find EDM on vinyls. Now, there is some, very small, but for the most part, you can't find EDM or dance music or any type of DJ stuff. Generally, if it's newer within the past 5 to 8 years, you're not going to find it on vinyl. That's just not going to happen.
So you and I could show up with our 45s and just drop it right there.
And we will. And that's going to happen.
We'll show up right there.
Drop it.
Boom.
Yep. We're going to light it on fire, and we're going to drop it like it's hot because, quite frankly, it is really hot.
We'll show up in an after-hour Southwest flight.
It's called the Red Eye.
$79. We'll just show up at 2:30 in the morning. We'll be like, we're here.
Yeah. Pay us $300.
The first
That's the other thing, too. That's the other thing, too. These DJs are getting paid so much money for not doing anything. They're just, if you're playing a YouTube video, you're not a DJ.
I kind of like the idea. I never thought of playing YouTube videos.
I didn't either. Shh. We're gonna do that for the Know Nothing show.
I just kind of read that way, going, "That's genius." I never thought of that.
You can do that?
Just set up my entire playlist and go play.
That changes.
Just dance around and just show people that you're like going. Yeah.
And I'll even change my rings out to those little lights that light up on your fingers, the finger lights. I'll change those.
I like
too.
that.
It'll be great. Have some black lights coming on, some disco balls, some lasers.
We've got to have smoke.
And glow paint.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the ultimate. I was at one place. This only happened once. Where they dropped down like bubbles in shampoo foam. That was like the coolest thing ever.
Maybe that was just saying that you're dirty and you needed to take a shower.
Well, I was very, very dirty at the time. That was like the coolest thing ever when that happened.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, rub-a-dub-dub.
It's actually not that messy. I mean, you would think that it would be, but it's not horrible.
No. And with all of that canoe cologne, or whatever it was I wore back then. It was cool. My long locks. Yes. I was looking fine.
Wow. Fine. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was. Some of the the ladies be like, "Oh, you're like Wonder Bread." I'm like, "I know. Toast me up, girl. Toast me up."
Wow. And that got you the ladies, huh?
Butter me up. They'd be like, "Oh man, he's just so good. He just so good." And I was always like, girl, I'll buy you a drink only on ladies' night because the drinks were free. I was all over
it. Any other night? That doesn't make any sense.
I was all over that. I'd be like, don't worry, ladies. I got you covered tonight.
That's right.
Walk over and say, I need like 5 vodka gimlets.
Yeah. Yeah, with just straight vodka is fine. That's perfect.
I can't even believe I thought of a vodka gimlet.
Well.
The hell is in that?
Yeah, what is in that?
We're going to have to hashtag that. Vodka gimlet, give me the recipe.
Yeah.
Give me the recipe.
Make this. We seriously need an alcohol sponsor. I'm just saying.
Belvedere. I would like Belvedere or Kettle One.
Or both.
Both of those would be okay.
You take one, I'll take the other.
And we need a bourbon.
And a bourbon. Yeah, maybe 3.
We got to throw that in.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys are following us on Twitter, Facebook. Do not go anywhere. We've got to take another break. Sponsors, they are very important to us. Steve Benz, Eric Black, Know Nothing Show. We'll be right back. We both feel and look relieved. Know Nothing. Steve and Eric, we're back. Always improving on all that. So a little Aerosmith right there. We're playing good music today.
That's kind of what we do.
It's, because we're not doing anything else. Because now we've got the YouTube playlist.
Yes.
So we no longer have to worry about doing anything.
We don't have to worry about anything anymore. We don't even have to do this show anymore.
No.
We can just take snippets and samples from everybody else and just make one big, weird show.
And then we could give it to an intern to edit it, because I don't have the time to edit.
No. And even if I did,
Let's have a meeting about that.
We're going to have to. We'll schedule that one.
We're going to have this, I did notice one side thing before we jump into all of this. Mm-hmm. Since we started the show back in the 50s.
In the 50s, 57.
Many celebrities are dying.
That's true, actually. That's an accurate statement.
Quickly. Since the moment we started.
Well, unfortunately, they've heard the show. And that's usually what gets them. They get about maybe 10, 15 minutes in, and it's...
And their last words are, I know nothing!
Yep.
And down they go.
And they leave us their funds.
So I was going to say, just rest in peace, Muhammad Ali. So
yes, absolutely.
And the only commentary I have on that, great man for who he was and what he brought to the world. But yes, he was very controversial, especially the time that he was growing up when everything happened.
Yep.
It took a lot of balls in '67 to say, you ain't sending me to Vietnam.
That's right.
Okay.
Actually, I heard that he actually had 9 of them. Yeah. It's just what I heard. It's on the internet, so I'm assuming it's true, because everything is true on the internet. It was on a YouTube playlist.
Anyway, that's all my commentary. We had enough people, just listen to the show and just drop off.
Yeah, well,
as long as they're following us, we still count them.
That's right. And you can do that real quick. I'm going to shout out the whatever those things are, social media stuff. You can actually go do that right now. Facebook, you can go Know Nothing Boys. Twitter, also Know Nothing Boys. You can email us if you so desire at Know Nothing Boys. I see, almost messed it up again.
Get it right.
Know Nothing Boys at gmail.com. If you want to get us on YouTube, you can actually see these shows on demand. You can actually just go to YouTube and search Know Nothing Show, and that'll get you to us. You'll kind of just scroll through, and you'll see our wonderful icon. Nice. So Know Nothing Show, everything except for our email, which is knownothingboys at gmail. Here's the thing. So I'm scrolling through my social media feeds. I do social media marketing. I'm a social media manager for some stupid reason. And so I was looking through some of this social media today, the posts, the crap that I really just don't care about. But I have to share it on the show because something about the producer says you guys need to prep, or so whatever it was. I wasn't really listening.
He did send an email of some sort that I deleted.
I don't even get them anymore. They just go straight to the trash because I don't even care. Most of you are familiar with Nick Cannon, and if you're not,
he was Mrs. What the hell was? Who's he married to?
Mariah Carey.
Right, that's it. He was Mrs. Carey. I'm sorry.
Oh, drugs are fun. So anyway, he was.
You just gotta look like, the hell are you talking about? I of course just went like a brain fart. It just froze.
That's pretty normal for me. Whenever you talk, I'm just like, what is happening right now? Which is actually the same look that you give me. So this works out incredibly well. Okay, so Nick Cannon challenges longtime rival EMINEM. Now I know that all of you are familiar. If you're not familiar with EMINEM, just stop listening. Go away. Yeah. No, don't stop listening. You can still listen. We still love you. Not as much, but we still love you. Mm-hmm. He challenged him. Nick Cannon challenges EMINEM to a $100,000 rap battle. And if you are not familiar with money, $100,000 is a decent amount of change. And if you're not familiar with a rap battle, there's no guns that are going off until after the battle is done. This is where they kind of rap each other out. I don't know how to say that, but one person has to rap better than the other person. And I'm laughing at this because Nick Cannon is calling out EMINEM. That just blows my mind.
So let me just get this straight. Mrs. Carey, who is also the host of America's Got Talent, Marshall Mathers, who essentially the movie 8 Mile was kind of about him.
Kind of in a sense that exactly it was.
So I'm not sure why Nick is Nick getting press. Is this he can't use because he can't use a laptop? Is that what this is?
I think he's trying to use the YouTube playlists that he has created because he heard that he was in the meeting. I don't know why he was in the meeting, but he was in the meeting with us for some reason. So now I'm talking smack about him.
That's funny.
But I think that's stupid. I think that's going to be a complete.
He needs to be on the show.
I think we should. Which one?
Nick Cannon. We're never going to get EMINEM on this show.
Well, don't never say never. We can get him on here. We have to tell him that we're some other show, and that's fine. We can do that. But I don't understand that. I don't understand why you would call out somebody that one is better at rapping, just coming straight up rapping than you. Hey, come over here and do some raps. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. And two, has the posse that he has behind him, including Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Why would you ever consider that? Well, he did it, and now it's happening, and now I guess they're gonna do whatever it is.
That's not gonna happen. Why would EMINEM even bother with that?
Well, here's the deal. I don't know that he's gonna bother with actually doing the rap battle. I think he's gonna make a song about it. It's gonna go platinum as per usual. Whenever somebody talks trash about Eminem, he's like, all right, I'm going to make a song about you, and it's going to go platinum, and I'm just going to get $30 million for it, and then I don't even care about you.
You realize if you go back in time when Eminem first started, he was the first Taylor Swift of writing lyrics about people.
Yeah, but they weren't
And he wrote it by Christina Aguilera.
Yeah.
And lyrics like that,
I mean, why would you choose that? Because you know his history. You understand that if you piss off him, if you're making Eminem mad, he's gonna come after you with everything that he has, every piece of arsenal that he has. He's gonna come at you. He's a verbal ninja. That's what he is.
He is.
I don't understand it. I don't get it.
He rhymes stuff that I don't get how he comes up with it. So I think Nick Cannon belongs on that lip sync battle show with LL Cool J.
Agreed. Now
that's a bad show.
I've actually well, that's next week. We're gonna have to talk about that. I've actually met Nick Cannon. When I was in LA. I did an event where he was at. I covered an event, and he's okay, but he didn't and hasn't impressed me at all with anything that he's done. Now he's kind of like the black version of Seacrest, where he's just doing everything right now.
Yeah.
But it's not really done well, in my opinion. I don't care what color he is. Yeah, we're gonna go there.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
You just kind of shake your head and you go, "How did you get there with the talent that you and I have?"
Seriously,
our cup runneth over,
and over and over and over
with talent.
That's what she was saying the other night.
I have a feeling that Nick Cannon has a lot of meetings, though.
He's gonna have to, especially after this. You can't just do that. He's obsessed with this. He's obsessed with facing off with Eminem. I think it's gonna go horribly. I think it is not gonna do well, and I think that he should shut his mouth and just continue doing what he's doing because he is going to be embarrassed. Now, I think if I were Eminem, I would go ahead and say, yeah, let's make this happen because I could use the $100,000. I don't need it, but I could use it. It'd be all right. It'd be an easy thing. It'd be publicity. It'd be something that I can record and make fun of later. And then also, I can make a song about it because you're a douche. I think that would be great.
And I'm sure, here's an idea for Eminem, to take those little snippets, those little audio morsels from Nick Cannon and put it in the song.
Exactly. And then you rebuttal that.
It's just another one to bring back his first his CD. Essentially, that's what he needs to do.
Pretty much.
Slim Shady.
I'm just saying, I think this is dumb. I think it's going to last about 10 minutes, and I think it's a publicity stunt. But
yeah, I think so too.
That's just me. So
I think Nick Cannon needs to be on this show purely for ratings reasons.
Exactly. Meaning that we need some.
We'll have him be on, and he can rap all that he wants. We will give him 4 minutes and 28 seconds to rap, and we will give him the subject matter to rap about.
Exactly. Or freestyle, if you will.
Because we're freestyling right now.
This is all we do, all day long, mother. No.
That's how our meetings go too. We're freestyling, not even styling with the truck. The ideas that we had, it's all golden.
Yeah, I mean, he could come freestyle at our truck while people are waiting in traffic.
I think he would like that. I think Nick Cannon, there you go. You can rap about our Know-Nothing truck.
But you're not going to get free food. You're still going to pay for your food. But you can come hang out and be cool with the Know-Nothing truck. But you're not getting a discount.
We don't give discounts. That's just wrong.
No.
That is un-American.
Very.
And
that's just dumb.
Unnecessary. We can't do any of that. Under no circumstances are we doing any of that.
Well,
all right, so why don't you give out, since we only have like a minute or so, why don't you YouTube, give that all our morsel, our juicy morsel links.
Well, yeah, and it is about time because I'm about right there on my drink. So you're gonna have to watch this video to see what I'm talking about. But our YouTube page, unfortunately, YouTube has changed all of their stuff, so you have to actually go to YouTube and in their search box, search for Know Nothing Show, and then that will pop up, and you can actually get more of us for some reason. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but go ahead. Feel free to do that. Feel free to share. If you want to go to Facebook, it's Know Nothing Show. You can also do the same thing on Twitter, Know Nothing Show. If you want to send us an email, I would suggest doing that because then we can read it on air and make fun of you, and then it'll be great. So you can do knownothingboys@gmail.com. That's it right there. If you have any questions or concerns, I don't care. I just don't.
That's the end. It is the Know Nothing Show. Steve Benz, Eric Black. Thank you for listening. We will see you next week. Peace, love. We're out of here.